Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discussing about user defined functions. You know what is a user defined function? User defined functions means a user or a programmer can define a function using some syntax. A function is a set of statements that perform a specific task. A function is used for performing a specific task. A common structuring element that allows you to use a piece of code repeatedly in different parts of a program as per our requirement. Okay, we already discussed about built-in functions. What is a built-in functions? Built-in functions means already some functions are built in that Python program. We can use that built-in functions as per our requirement, like math, string, etc. Okay, did you see here one image is there? Def function name, then within a parenthesis comma separated list of parameters. After that there is a colon, then some statements. What is that def? Def is a keyword which is used for define a function. After def there is a function name. You can give a function related name. Then within a parenthesis some list of parameters also you can give. That parameters through which we pass values to a function. We can pass values to a function. They are optional. It is not compulsory. As per our requirement we can give that parameters. Then after that there is a statements. That means some related statements also we can give within that function definition. Okay, this is the syntax or rule of define a user defined functions. This is an example for function definition. This function definition started with def, define a function, def. After that there is a function name. What is function name? Function 1. Then parenthesis. There is no parameters given. That parenthesis is empty. Okay. Then it should end with colon. Function should end with colon. After that, did you see printf function? That means sequence of statement. Print I am learning function in Python. I am learning functions in Python. These entire def function 1 parenthesis colon print I am learning function in Python is called function definition. Okay. Then after that, did you see function 1 parenthesis? Actually what is that? That is called function call. Okay, we already defined a function that function can call to another part of this program. That is called function 1 function call. Okay, then what will be the output? Output will be I am learning function in Python. That means that printf function will execute. We will get the result I am learning function in Python. Okay. Now we shall be discussing the functions with some return values. Okay, some return values. After the definition, after the execution, we can return that particular value. Did you see its syntax? Def function name within parenthesis arguments, then colon, then return value. Okay, here function definition is given def function name, then arguments. It should end with the colon, then return values. Okay, this is the syntax for returning a value. Here return command in Python specifies what values is to be returned back to the calling function. Okay, return command in Python specifies what value is to be returned back to the calling function. Function can take input values as parameters, execute them and return output to the calling function with a return statement. Did you understand what I say? Here one example is given. Write a function to find factorial of a given number. Okay, the function should return the calculated factorial using return statement. Okay, then def fact num. What is the keyword def? Function definition should start with def, then function name is fact. Then what is that parameter? Num. Num is known as parameter. That value will pass. Okay, did you understand what I said? This is that num will pass. So it is known as through which we pass value to a function. Okay, that's why we are calling it is a parameter. then result equal to 1. Already we given result as 1. Then while num greater than or equal to 1, while num greater than or equal to 1, then result equal to result into num, then num equal to num minus 1, then return result. For I in range 1 to 5, print the fact of comma I comma fact of I. Okay, what is that? Here for I in range 1 to 5, we want to print factorial of 1 to 4. Okay, for I in range 1 to 5 means it will move up to 4 only. The fact of 1, fact of 2 and fact of 3, fact of 4. Okay, then that num is that particular number. Then result we already given as 1. We already assigned as 1. After that, while num greater than or equal to 1, colon. What is that? Here there is a condition whether that number is greater than or equal to 1. After that, result equal to result into num. What is the initial value of result? 1. Then 1 into num. In the first step, the value of num will be 1. So 1 into 1, what will be the result? Return result 1. 1 into 1, 1. So print the fact of 1 is 1. Did you see its output? The fact of 1 is 1. In the next step, the value of I will incremented by 1, it will become 2, then number also will become 2. So in the next step, result equal to result into num. That means previous result is 1, now the result will become 1 into 2. So it will return the value, the fact of 2 is 2. Okay, in the next step, in the third step, the value of I will become 3, num also will become 3. Okay, the previous result is 2. Okay, previous result is 2. So result equal to 2 into 3. Now the value of num is 3, value of result is 2. So 2 into 3. So return result. In the next step, the fact of 3 is 6. That means 2 into 3 is 6. Now the result is 6. Did you understand what I said? Now the value of result is 6. In the next step, the value of I again will incremented by 1. So the value of I will become 4. Then num also will become 4. The previous result is 6. Did you understand what I said? Now the value of num is 4. Previous result is 6. So result equal to result into num. Previous result is 6. 6 into 4. Okay, num is 4. 6 into 4, 24. So return result, print the fact of I, fact of I. That means the fact of 4 is 24. Here one more example is given for function. Function returning multiple values. In the previous example, we discussed how to return a single value. Unlike other high-level languages like C, C++, Java, wherein function can return at most one value, a function in Python can return multiple values. In the case of Python programming language, we can return multiple values. Now, it is not like a C, C++, Java, etc. Thus, a return statement in Python function can return any number of values. This has been elaborated in the following example. Did you see? Write a program to add or subtract two values and to return them. Okay. What is that example? Def. Program should start with def, then add difference. Two operations are given, add, addition and subtraction. Okay. After that, within parenthesis x comma y is there. That means two parameters x comma y, and it should end with colon. Then add equal to x plus y. That means addition equal to x plus y, then difference equal to x minus y. After that, return add comma diff. That means addition and difference, that two values can return. That means multiple values can return with the help of this program, this Python program. Then a comma b equal to add underscore diff of 200 comma 180. What is that? A and b. did you see print the sum of two numbers is comma a, print the difference of two numbers is comma b. We already that addition operation and subtraction operation, that equation is already given, add equal to x plus y, difference equal to x minus y. That result, addition result, will store in the variable a, and difference, that means subtraction result, will store in the variable b. Okay, that is why a comma b equal to add diff of 200 comma 180 is given. After that, print the sum of two numbers is comma a, that means sum of two numbers, that means sum of that two numbers will store within the variable a. Then print the difference of two numbers is comma b, that means result after subtraction will store within the variable b. Okay. Did you see its output? The sum of two numbers is 380, the difference of two numbers is 20. The sum of two numbers is 380 and the difference of two numbers is 20. The sum of two numbers will store in the variable a, and difference of two variable will store in b. Okay. Then we can consider one more example. What is that? There is a calculation process, that means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Many operations are there. Okay, program for calculator. Did you see def calc of a comma b, then colon? Okay, two parameters are there, a comma b. Then function name is calc, then def is the keyword. Then add equal to a plus b, subtraction equal to a minus b, like a previous example, multiplication equal to a into b, division equal to a divided by b. Then how many values can return here? 4 operations are there, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Then return add comma sub comma mul comma div, that means 4 operations are returned. That means in the case of Python programming language, we already discussed about its properties. That means function returning multiple values, values can return. Okay. Then result equal to calc of 500 comma 40. What is calc? Function name. Okay, that function name is called here result equal to calc of 500 comma 40. Then print the result obtained are for I in result, print I. What is the result? The result obtained are, calc means 4 operations are there, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. When we return its values, first we will get the result 500 plus 40, that means addition operation will work. 500 plus 40, its result will be 540. Did you see in the output dialog box there is a 540, its result is given 540. Then in the next case, that means next operation is subtraction, that means 500 minus 40, that means 460, then multiplication a into b, that means 500 into 40 to 20,000. Okay, then after multiplication, last operation is division, a divided by b, that means 500 divided by 40, its result will be 12.5. Okay, these are the program for calculator. These are the operations: add, subtraction, multiplication, division. 2 parameters are there, a comma b. Then using for loop for I in result, that means 4 operations are there. It will start from addition, that means first operation, then subtraction, then multiplication, then division. We will get the result obtained are the list. We will get 540, 460, 20,000, 12.5. This is another example for function returning multiple values. In the previous example, only 2 values returned, addition and subtraction. Here 4 values returned, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, we can move to next example. Here we can discuss a program to implement calculator functions using the concept of modules. We already discussed about one calculator program, but here we can discuss about a calculator program with the help of modules. Okay, for this we will first create a module named calculate.py. That means Python, its extension is .py as per the code given below. Then we shall call this module through Python shell prompt. Okay, one shell prompt also there in the case of Python program. After typing these codes, we can move to shell prompt. Then we can import that module. Okay, that original module can import to the Python shell prompt. Okay, then program to implement the calculate module. Def add within parenthesis a comma b colon, then return a plus b. Def difference within parenthesis a comma b colon, return a minus b. Def multiplication within parenthesis a comma b colon, return a into b. Def division a comma b colon, return a divided by b. Def remainder a comma b colon, return a floor division b for getting remainder. Okay, first we can type this code in that window. After that we can import modules to Python shell prompt. Okay, you know what is a shell prompt. Okay, after importing that module we will get the result. Did you see? Import calculate, import calculate. We can import that module. Calculate is a module, we already defined that module previously. Okay, that defined module can import here, import calculate for invoking calculate module. Okay, why we are giving that import calculate? For invoking calculate module. After that importing, after that invoking, we will get the result calculate dot add. We can give the code calculate dot add within parenthesis 5,20. That means we can give any values for a and b. Did you understand what I said? Def add a comma b, return a plus b. For getting its result, you can give calculate dot add 5,20. We can import that operation calculate dot add 5,20. Instead of that 5,20, you can give any values. We will get the result 5 plus 20, 25. Then next diff a comma b, return a minus b. For getting its result, we can give calculate dot diff within parenthesis 5,20. We will get the result 5 minus 20 minus negative 50 minus 15. Okay, for getting multiplication result, calculate dot mult 5,20. 5 into 20, 100. For getting division result, calculate dot div within parenthesis 5,20. That means 5 divided by 20, its result is 0.25. Then for getting calculate remainder, you can give the code calculate dot remainder, shortcut of remainder 5,20. We will get the result 0. Okay, did you understand what I said? This is another example for calculator program using modules. Okay, first we can create a module. After that we can import that modules to Python shell prompt with the help of some codes. We already discussed that importing method, import math. If you want to do a complex mathematical calculation, you can use import math for getting square root, sine, cos, etc. That we already discussed. Here also we created one module previously. After that we can call we can call result to Python shell prompt. Okay, this is an example for modules, concept of modules. Then next topic is parameters and arguments in functions. What is a parameter? That we already discussed. Parameters are the values provided in the parenthesis when we write function header. These are the values required by function to work. Okay, here one example is given: to compute simple interest using function. To compute simple interest using function. Def SI, that means shortcut of simple interest within parenthesis P comma R comma T, then it should end with colon. Okay, parameters received by the function. Principal P for principal amount, R for rate of interest, T for time. Then did you see return P into R into T divided by 100. Okay, this is a function definition. Def function name SI, then return P into R into T. That P comma R comma T, these three values are known as parameters. An argument is a value that is passed to the function when it is called. Okay, in other words, argument are the values provided in function called invoke statement. Okay, the alternative names for arguments are actual parameters and actual argument. The alternative names for parameter are formal parameters and formal argument. Did you understand what I said? The alternative names, another name for argument, are actual parameter and actual argument. The alternative names for parameter are formal parameter and formal argument. Okay, anyway, these are parameters and arguments in functions. Today we can wind up our class. We already discussed many programs today. You can practice these programs from your home. That's why I am giving these voice record today through images. Okay, we discussed more than 5 or 6 programs. You can practice this program from your home as your practical work. You please start to do your practical work also with this theory part. Okay, anyway, thank you. Have a nice day.